Hello everyone and welcome to even more Final Fantasy XIV. Last time we made some good progress through the 3.4 update, got to see a lot more of the Warriors of Darkness, and even got to see the return of Alisaie. A lot of crazy stuff going down, and we're still not even done yet, so I don't even know what the rest of this has involved or anything like that. But we're still working our way towards Stormblood before we call it a bit here, and I get back into Stormblood off camera until we get to the really good stuff, because that's what I usually stream, is just highlight stuff. And I feel like I hear that the lead up to Stormblood is where the good stuff is. So all right, how's everybody doing? How's everything sounding? All that good stuff. Hello to Amito Green, Boo Scary Helicopter, Rusty McTin, 556. Oh, Amy. Let's get to the party. Lackway, Polyglot, DGC, Egg Roll. Looks like everything sounds good, looks good.
I gotta show Mary my pajamas.
Oh, yeah, Amy has her special pajamas.
Look at this pajamas. It's got Rugrats and 90s stuff on it.
She's very happy with those.
Yay!
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, let's not waste any more time, and let's not that was a waste of time, but let's get to it and see what we're in for the rest of this.
Could they see it?
Oh, they could see it. What ho, Milan? I trust you had a good night's rest. I was, but at this moment speaking with Thancred and Yashola via Link Pearl. They had some interesting news to share. Apparently, during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates which had once borne Ishgardian steels, which would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. Sir Emmerich believes that there is only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look into the recent activities of other tribes, in case they too are flush with Ishgardian crystals. And with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another... Wait, where was Alisaie? She was here but a moment ago with Gabu. Oh boy, what are we in for? There they are. Let me guess. It's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it's any consolation, I've already packed my things. How is he? Brother, Commander Bloden, something tells me you're not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with that same expression on his face. You will look after them, won't you, Commander, and treat him with every kindness? He's still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance until he comes back to us, until we know for certain what has become of him. And Smash Matt, thank you very much for the 100 bits, saying, Frog Champ for tonight will be the frog magnet on Jill's refrigerator in Resident Evil 3. More importantly, I've got a question for you, Derek. After watching Sakurai's video describing becoming a game dev because you like games versus the reality of the job, I'm curious, has your job made it difficult to enjoy playing games recreationally, or has there ever been a point where you, where what you do doesn't seem all that fun, even though it's doing what you love? Yeah, there's definitely points like that, but oh yeah, the game guides sucked. Fortunately, I don't have to do those anymore. Honestly, I still enjoy games a lot, but the big thing for me is I just don't have time to play recreationally all that much. It's really comes out through these streams and maybe a bit here or there. Otherwise, I'm playing for videos and whatnot. So yeah, that's really what it comes down to. We're just working on the videos. So it's, hard to find time to just play recreationally. Although I do enjoy the games I do get to play as part of videos. So, you give and take. You just get used to it. All right. Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, and nor will Maelstrom Command. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to, and I know I cannot possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I can do or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them. And never ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them. And you, Alisaie. Thank you. Alisaie's a good girl. And Gabu's a sweet kid. Yeah, it'll be a little easier once Kai gets a bit older. That's just and in school, yeah. Oh, nice. Game Belt Summit. I'm glad you got the chance to check out the Xenoblade retrospective. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm proud of that one. I'm looking forward to making good progress on the Nier retrospective. Hopefully, it should be around ready sometime in October, late October, is my guess. We'll see how it all goes. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. Thanks, Blade. 1,000 times over, aye, there will be a reckoning. How far are we in Final Fantasy XIV? We are making our way to the second of 4 expansions so far. Ah, yes, the Waking Sands. Back to Urianger, who, boy, I have some questions. What you been up to, Urianger? So when you missed last weekend streams because you got sucked into Soul Hackers 2. Yeah, I've been working on that as well. I am getting very close to the final dungeon. I have to do a little mini dungeon, and then I can get to the final dungeon, and then I can work on a video for that, and then I can start work on Nier. That is a plan right now. It's definitely enjoyable, but I have thoughts. There are some things that hold it back, I believe. You get over them, but we'll see how I'm curious how the story, as it gets to the end, picks it up, because it is definitely picking up where I'm at. All right. We have heard the glad tidings from Ogomoro, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa Laminsa may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavy on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Gurren oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of the allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. Let's see. Been spoiled by Devil Survivor 2. It's not the issues I have to it aren't really fixed in Soul. Don't really apply to Soul Devil Survivor. And beret, y'all. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Same to Zacian. Didn't hear your notification, Cat Evie. I didn't even see your notification come up. There's no indication whatsoever. I don't know. Sometimes it gets a little weird. 7 times have they succeeded. Then of 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all is my lady Minfilia spake unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they in the source are rejoined? Frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow unto endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Then if the warriors of darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die? In essence, aye, the verse speaketh of a renunciation of the flesh and subsequent return to the life stream. Well, that's straight out of Final Fantasy XII.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner of the warriors of darkness described, it would give way unto a void wherein none may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be reborn anew, saved. Such at least is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then, gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on this subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. 'Twould seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of certain Ala Mhigan parties. Ala Mhigans? Strange. And you believe this to be the work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and lest thou wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Asians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Ralger. I don't remember that. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Ala Mhigan liberation. Oh, okay. Soul Hackers 2 is a good time, but again, there's issues that hold it back from being as good as... I would not put it on the same level of Persona 5. It's attempting different things from Persona 5, but there's something holding it back if you're looking at it from that aspect. But again, I have a video coming up. There we go. It may also interest thee to know that their Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Alain Rollet's network of spies. Surely you jest, and yet it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Asians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me, we must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Milan, Alisaie, will you come with me to Little Ala Mhigan? Alisaie, still suspicious of Urianger? Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Man, I hope Alisaie gets a better outfit in the future. I'm not feeling this one whatsoever.
She does.
Alphino, Alisaie, Milan, are you three listening? Good, I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you're sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them? And the crystals too? Sumo Moeni, I have looked in the options. There is no indication that you can change the camera in Soul Hackers 2. I have looked multiple times. If you can point me exactly where I need to go, that'd be great. But, yeah, there's no zoom out. And it's way too close. What few remained, regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. 'Twas bound for Little Ala Mhigan, we are told, where it will be received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich's men no longer have need of my services, I have a mind to head that way. As do we, by happy coincidence. We learned of the shipments but a few moments ago. Aha! Then there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and his little helpers. Wait a moment. There is more, and I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Elaine Rolai, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that... Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning on to contact Erstola next, but is there someone else you would have me notify first? No, there isn't.
The wheels in the sky keep on turning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what she's thinking, right?
That Urianger is a spy? Yeah. What in the world has gotten into her? It's twice now that we have sought Urianger's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time at the Livier estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter later though. Little Ala Mhigan awaits. And this is a long set of missions. Out to Vesper Bay. Hey, Lon Lon. Yeah, I've not seen a camera distance option at all. Oh, you headed there, Amy? I'll admit, I kind of want to pick up the Turtles collection. I know Splatoon 3 is coming out soon, but man, all those Turtles games. No, not in this game, Lon Lon. I'm talking about in Soul Hackers 2. Still no sign of Thancred. I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It has been a long day. Did you have something to say? Urianger? Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head, now more than ever. Listen, Milan, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I'm prepared to do what must be done. Right then, to more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. Oh yeah, and I didn't realize... I saw there was a launch trailer for the NIS Volume 3 of the Prinny Collection. I did not realize it was already out. That came with almost no fanfare. Let us pray that someone will be willing to speak with us about the Resistance. And Alphino says, when we were free. See, now we're getting to the stuff that the Ala Mhigan stuff that is like, I feel is close to what I was expecting Stormblood to be about, which... just the little bits and pieces I saw of Amy, and I still have no idea if this is actually the case. It seemed like it's more about taking the fight to the Empire and getting territories back. So, to review, we are reliably informed that members of the Ala Mhigan Resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals, our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the Resistance's movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces, Milan, why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of town? Alisaie and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards we can rendezvous here to share our findings. Whoop, this way. What are we going to discover? Seafried. Let me guess. Come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. While he's lit a fire in every Ala Mhigan heart, he's also inspired more than a few Aldans to pledge themselves to the cause. And little wonder, the Garleans won't stop until we're all under the yoke. I see you there going around and asking questions, looking for the Griffin and his lot, I'll bet. Seems they're the talk of little Ala Mhigan these days. Folk wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for the Garleans, and what's under that mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face, what with all the scars. Others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and that they'd be sending a bloody legion if they knew he was here. Your guess is as good as mine. Where's the last one? Oh, I see it. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize that La Pucelle had a PSP port, and obviously this is the first time we're getting it. I loved. Let me see here. I never finished it. But I did buy La Pucelle Tactics when it originally came out and really enjoyed it. But, I mean, even on the back of the box is, enter a stunning anime world. I love that. They have an anime with a little accent like with Pokemon. World featuring more than 120 hours of gameplay. Oh, dear God. That is a lot of gameplay. Oh, the Resistance? Damned if I know. It's not if I'd be any use to them. If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you, but I'm too old for the mass bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. Oh, I think I went the wrong direction. There we go. Well, that was easier than expected. There's not a soul here who isn't eager to talk about our mass friends. I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. This Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Masks. Yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them, only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Ala Mhigan liberation is unrivaled. We could but hope the revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions, and mayhap enlist his help while I'm about it. Given that you and Gundobald are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead. Shall we? Oh, good luck with your crystal Nuzlocke, Zacian. What do we have here? Much as it pleases me to see you again, Milan, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. The Griffin? Aye, I know of him, as do we all. He and his masks have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was suspicion at first given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished, but I have not forgotten Wilred. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Karn. Go and see him with your own eyes. Weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient. 'Tis but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. Let's see. It is in this area. All right, Amy, care to ride with me?
Yep.
Are you in?
Yep.
Okay, I couldn't tell for whatever reason. Just a lovely ride. Yeah, fortunately the DLC for Soul Hackers 2 doesn't seem too necessary. It's more like bonus stuff, from what I understand. Alright, what you got for us, Alphino? Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within. Lubbabub, thank you so much so much for the first time chat. Welcome, welcome. Love how Final Fantasy XIV has nods and homages to every other mainline Final Fantasy game, including Tactics. Yeah, I'm excited to see the Tactics stuff. Absolute, I'm still in 3.4. We're hearing a speech from
Brothers and sisters,
the Griffin.
20 years ago, Ala Mhigan, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire.
That sounds like what?
Nothing.
I don't know the character in this game, but it sounds like the voice actor for what's his name?
Oh, I thought you recognized.
No, it was like the Dixon from Xenoblade 1. That sounds like Dixon.
In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious
Maybe I'm wrong.
revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled.
He looks like an assassin from Assassin's Creed.
Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out. Building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country. Or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery.
I mean, he's not making bad points. I can see why he's getting the people behind him.
Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Ala Mhigan now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us. And they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Ala Mhigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more.
power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
Oh, hey!
What are you two doing here?
Voice.
Yeah.
I could ask you the same thing.
About time we found them. These guys are my starting partners. What the heck?
Well, well, this is quite the surprise.
Oh, that's a much better voice for Papillamo.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel,
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
it is not strength of arm,
It's good to see these two again.
but strength of heart.
That was like the most random reunion ever. Just like, oh, hey, you're here too. Let's see. We see more rugged according to Papillamo. Words cannot express how glad I am to see both alive and well. And you, though it was pretty obvious you and Milan would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distrusted by a better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? That's a good question. Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Elda, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Ala Mhigan, all at a great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their preparations for a while. I wonder if you could have gone to Little Ala Mhigan and actually found them at that time. Probably not, but... When we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Lolorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Raban had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact. But having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Curious. It is well known we are no friends to Garlemald. One would think the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. Ah, I should say that the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. 'Twould not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. Ah. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. It's rich coming from you, Ida. Yeah, there we go. What? It's not if I'm making all of you wear one, and mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Right. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man For all the good it did. And now you have heard the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. The Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan, but the Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence that what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The masks have made such claims of late. I confess I had assumed it to be a mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together, and if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. And indeed, that is, assuming you'll have us. Heck yeah. We finally got everybody together. Well, almost. Everybody that we can yet have together. Now, Tataru will be so happy to get them new clothes. Ooh, some food. Ooh, cordon bleu. Either way. If, as you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, we must needs obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were the one of Griffin's closest associates. And while he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the mask's plan in broad strokes. Really, Papamo's first voice was Steve Staley, who voiced Neji in Naruto? That's funny. The camera distance stuff was in Soul Hackers 2 was added in a day one patch. I'll have to double check that. My plan is as follows. You and Alphino will pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause. Eda and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements and testify as to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. You will need to look the part that we might maintain the charade, until we have him cornered at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Tailbot and to have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? It all seems simple enough, thank you. And with that, Milan, let us be off. Ready, Amy? I'm in the car. I know. I want a nice, good runway. Eee. I didn't realize I still haven't finished the beast tribes for the Amalja. I thought I had. Oh, wait, it's actually in here. Whoops. Sorry, Amy, bad driving. Alright. Hey, you want to buy what? I don't know what you're up to, but I want no part of it. Not all problems can be solved with a fistful of gil. For the rest, one must needs resort to a sack. That's amazing. Well, you're the ones with the gil, and seen as your friends of Papamomo. There, tunic and slops for the both of you, tailored and are treated to your taste. Now off with you, before someone sees us together. Clothes maketh the man, as they say. Right then, I will go and change and see what the spot Papamomo marked on our maps. Where's the weathered tunic at? I only have the slops.
I got both. You must have had an empty slot in your
Oh yeah, here it is.
inventory.
I love that I still have my hat.
And I have my arm things. You see my arm? And look at my book.
Hold on.
My book doesn't match at all. It looks too expensive.
I know, look at me. Whatever.
You don't have the pants on.
I thought I did.
Oh, your boots cover it. Okay.
Oh yeah, my boots do cover it.
See me?
My boots are my boots are huge.
You see how my pants, like you can see them?
Yeah, yeah.
I got like high heels on.
I know. We're looking good.
God, you're all suspicious.
No, we're completely trustworthy.
Flying it on a fancy car.
Hey, we're only meeting Alpha now.
Oh, true. Look at him.
Oh my gosh. Well, look at us, a pair of down and out at heel adventurers seeking a chance to recapture past glories. Yes, this should suffice. And now we play the waiting game. I like big boots and I cannot lie.
My thanks, comrades.
Sounds so much like Dixon.
I need to hear him again.
Sometimes.
You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom
Not
I've
the-
heard so much.
Not the other guy.
I understand.
Oh, yeah,
you've
not
taken
him.
an interest in our cause.
Guy with the blonde
The
with the
guy with the-
mustache and the
The guy with
bandana.
the claws.
Yeah.
Who was the guy with the claws? I can't remember his name.
I forget, but you know, yes, it's not him. You would definitely recognize that voice.
Yeah. That's who I thought you were talking about first.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms.
Alphino sounds like he's laying it on thick.
Yeah.
I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal. Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals.
He's
you
just
recently
laying it all out
received
there.
from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
The famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better
Nah.
than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Ala Mhigan liberation.
Oh, well, that's a new idea.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Ala Mhigan will never be free.
Ida seems smarter. She always seemed so bubbly before.
Yeah.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Ala Mhigan's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god.
Oh god, do we have to fight Ifrit again?
Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
Now you're starting to see why I was annoyed.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
then let us be off. Are you perchance the warrior of light?
Indeed.
Aye. I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave man can make a difference. You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago.
I don't remember that.
On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
I don't think I remember him.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Ala Mhigan comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action,
that
however
makes sense.
small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Well, let's talk to Alpha now. Quarry Mill, he said. Do you remember? Forgive me, you cannot be expected to recall every name and face, and besides, it's not as if it matters. I have long admired how you live in the present, how you focus on the problems at hand and always keep moving forward. So let us keep moving forward together, Milan. We must find and secure those crystals. This is no time for looking back. Let's see. Honestly, the Cordon Bleu sounds the best. Gonna get that. One life for the one world. If we take the Griffin's double at his words, then the crystals are now somewhere within Zahark. Be ready to be put to use by the Amalja. We must apprise Alisaie of all we have learned. I will join you both in Little Ala Mhigan after I have changed. Let's get properly equipped. And car. Yeah, we are definitely getting close to Ala Mhigan's liberation, it seems. Well, it seems like what they're setting up for in Stormblood, at least so far. Now that Thencred has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings? You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Ida and Papilloma were here all along? Well, Ishtola will be relieved, and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We must make for Zahark without delay. Agreed. If there's not else to discuss, let us depart at once. Who thought us refighting the Primals was a good idea? And so they go forth, in accordance with the Griffin's plan. What are you up to, Urianger? The players gather to assume their marks on a stage wreathed in flame. Ere long the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author, gods forgive me, shall at last be performed. Naught else remaineth, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. What is Urianger playing at? I confess, I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions. Not until we have braved the bowl of embers. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you'd like make any final preparations, pray do so now. I shall await your signal.
We have to unparty.
Hmm.
I'm gonna eat my food.
Why are you eating it now?
I guess I don't have to.
I use it on my lower level stuff.
Oh,
That don't need power level.
that makes sense.
Alright, what am I in for?
This isn't right. The Emulger would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Not willingly, no.
What is happening to them? Oh, jeez. Oh, Warriors of Darkness.
Ah, the saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
By the 12, will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
Sounds like he's getting more and more unhinged.
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Carbuncles, defend me!
Oh, nice. Well done, Alphino.
You will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Oh, I thought that was Alisaie doing that to her. It's like, damn, Alisaie responding.
Thought it was too.
Did I not tell you, Alphino?
Oh, she's
I
bleeding.
am not the girl I once was. My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Well, what is she doing? Hello. What is this? What class is she?
Eorzea's blade of light once stood by my side, now I shall stand at his. and defend this realm with all my might.
Well, damn, Alisaie.
Let's finish this.
She's like a red.
No, she's not in the stance of a red mage.
I don't know, it has a boogie and a sword.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, he's invulnerable. That's not good.
You shall fall soon enough.
There's no escape.
Oh boy. Well, that's not good. Oh, the Knight of Darkness got res. Crap. He's still invulnerable, though. Maybe Mac. I guess the darkness I need to take down. Let's get rid of that devout. Okay, devout's gone. Let's get rid of that ranger. Oh god, they're not staying down at all. Whoa, that ain't good. This was basically Red Mage before they introduced it. Oh, okay.
It ends now.
She's the Red Mage you wish you could be, right?
What?
Urianger with the save?
The chains.
It looked like Urianger's shadow. Yeah, it is.
You snake. You would betray us as well?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12, Urianger.
There's his face. Finally seeing him in full.
Apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
I love the way how she says that.
Thou mayest, my lady. By thy leave.
Even odds then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop.
Understood.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance. Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell.
Sweet. We can't do that.
Together we can defeat them.
We do have a lot of spellcasters on this team.
Make ready. They come.
Oh, that's some good music. I don't know how you channel either. I'm just attacking the Warrior of Darkness for now. How do I give her ether? Click the Blade of Light. Oh, there it is. Next to her.
The ether. Oh, it's not enough.
Oh, geez. It went away for a bit. It said it was too much, so... Blade of Light's back. Ah, he interrupted me. Get him off me, guys. Knight of Darkness is being annoying. Thing does not want to go down. Finally can give up the ether. Basically, we have to fight them until we the Ranger. Hey, I was already targeting the Ranger. That worked out. Oh my God. Got some crazy combos going on right now. Definitely not going to be able to do anything with the Blade of Light until I take out this Warrior of Darkness. Oh, I am dying. Okay, got him. Oh, come on! I just took him down. He's back up again fighting me. There we go. There we go.
Tis done. With this
Phew.
banish the darkness.
Holy crap.
Not like this.
Damn, Alisaie.
Yeah, controller, not easy to do.
I can-
Can't select that.
Oh.
Had to get out the virtual mouse.
Oof. That's rough.
Alisaie, are you hurt?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
Hey, Parsfall. Welcome.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
Oh.
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
It's weird to see Urianger's full face.
Always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Wait!
Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives. We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders, and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight.
Are these like the 1.0?
We won!
They're based on the 1.0 adventurers.
And now our world is
From
being
the,
erased from existence.
Because that's what I always felt.
yeah, they are. They're based on the 1.0 like teams.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
This guy's killing it in voice acting.
Yeah, I really like him.
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not
What's
afraid
that?
to die again.
Got his name too, Arbert.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the
No.
fight for those we left behind.
I can imagine people freaking out about all this stuff when it was first coming out.
To have known the depth of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louisoix, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
What is happening here, I wonder? Interesting. Everyone's here before Heidelin.
What is this place?
Hey, Jason Rocks.
Pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Oh, we get to see her again.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
DGC redeeming VIP status. We'll take care of that after this cutscene and get into the other stuff. But yes, I will take care of that very soon, DGC. There she is.
Minfilia.
This is a big thing for Thancred. Like, this is huge for him.
Blessed children of the first, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer.
That seems like a bad idea.
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Hydaelyn. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Hydaelyn had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength longsword.
This is fascinating.
With the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away.
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
Poor Thancred.
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Long have I watched you from Hydaelyn's side. Watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn.
So I'm not commentating much, but this is just, yeah.
The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
It's the top of Louis Sua's staff, I believe, right?
would seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servants of Hydaelyn. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home. We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came with it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
That makes me so curious about the future. Oh, fill him in.
Thank you, Lemmy, for everything.
What a send-off. I did not expect the Warriors of Darkness stuff to be resolved so soon. I expected them to be around for a while. It would seem that we are in southern Thinalan again. Minfilia is doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way, and the Warriors of Darkness too. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the forest, would they not? But mayhap that was their wish. An ending to mark a new beginning. We get a Moonbrita minion after so long. Forgive me, my thoughts were elsewhere, and this is when I know full well there is yet work to be done. The crystals. Leave them to me. I will go to Zahark and secure them. The Imaja will still be in disarray after the thrashing the Warriors of Darkness gave them. They are not like to notice a lone bard skulking about. But Thancred, you don't have to do this, I know, but I want to. I will see you at the Rising Stones. I should go and find Ida and Papillamo. They must have finished searching the masked camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. Okay. Before that, let's get the DGC's VIP status started. One sec. Just so we don't forget that. So forgive me. Here we go. GC 12, 1996. All right, there we go. Got that. All right. Let's talk to her. Lubabub, do I plan on doing the last Heaven's Ward patch tonight? I'll start it, but I'll probably end after about 2 hours. What do you think, Amy? Should we go till midnight or? I don't know how long the last patch will take, because this 3.4 took far longer than I thought it would, but it was incredible. You must be tired, Milan. I know I am. If that will permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? When I saw you meeting with that warrior of darkness in the Asian and the great in white at the great library. I tried not to think the worst. You never have been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny that part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. Would if there had been another way, know that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins will forever weigh heavy on my heart. Amy, I understand why you did what you did, but not that you but sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not that many would have the courage to make that choice. Amy. Oh, gosh. But even though knowing what came of your actions, I find that I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. Milan, forgive me, but I believe the events of the day have taken their toll on me. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee into a refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, I shall join thee at the rising stones. Until then, warrior of light. Wow. You, I guess we're riding separate. That's fine. You're having fun with your photo bombs. All right. Yeah, 3.5 takes was split, I believe, but we'll see what comes of it. Oops, not mean to talk to you again. Oh, I didn't realize Papillamo was the one I needed to talk to. Well met, Milan. Alphino said you would be joining us. 'Twould seem the Griffin's double was telling the truth, insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the masked camp. Did you perchance to find one in Zaharek? Actually... I don't believe it. The crystals, Minfilia, all of it. It's just, I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Ida. Even now I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. The only thing I can say is that with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. 'Twas bittersweet, aye, but also affirming. Shame you two didn't get to do that. That seems kind of heartless. Alphino, I believe it is past time Ida and I rejoined the Scions. We have been away for far too long. Though I am loath to lead the Griffin to his own devices, I feel our investigation would benefit from your dispassionate perspectives, and I hope that we might in turn offer our own opinions on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. Gods, it's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We should be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tales may well surprise you. 3.5 is like, yeah, this plot over here, look over here. Ida, Ralgar be praised, it is you! Who's this now? Ida, alive and standing here before me in the flesh. I can hardly believe my eyes. Oh, come now. Has it really been so long that you don't remember me? It's Gundobald. I fought beside your father in the revolution. What's this now? Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways, but the resistance were always welcome in little Ala Mhigan. They gave us hope, and young Ida most of all. Aye, Ida here was always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission, until the day she up and vanished, that is. There were rumors, and we feared the worst, but here you are, alive and well, looking nary a day older. Well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry, we're still in the circle of knowing. We were still in the circle of knowing back then, right? Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was all very secretive stuff at the time, and as you can see, I'm completely fine. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me. That's odd. Pray forgive her. It has been a very long day for us all. I promise we will visit again at the first opportunity. Now that is odd. Hells take me for giving you that mask. Now what is up with Papillamo and Ida? Man, everybody's just getting a deeper plot. Yep. Well, time for the Rising Stones. Oh, I'm heading there now. Oh, we're not in a... Oh, right, we're not in a party anymore. Whoops. Whoops. Sorry, Amy. When did... Oh, right. All the savage stuff, I believe. We'll worry about that another time. Let's see what Filament has to say. Wherever she wanders, no matter how far, she will always be with us. Aww. And it's our home, eh? When we think about it, we've accomplished quite a lot in recent days, have we not? Oh yeah, Ilburd's still out there. God. There's so much left to resolve. Well, I'd say it's time for a reunion. Welcome home, Milan. I trust your journey was uneventful. You will be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals. He sent word a short while ago. Once he's delivered them safely to the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here and we can declare this matter officially resolved. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Ishtola and Creel and brief them on all that has occurred. I also requested that I return to the Rising Stones at the earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future. Okay. Finally all reunited. Though we need to get these two new threads. And Alisaie just in the corner.
Sola. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbraider.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
My voice feels different.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts.
Alphinaud is becoming quite the leader.
And I hope that the scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Polyglot. I've long hated Ida's front half shorts, front cloth, privacy curtain. She needs new pants. True.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask.
Everybody on their own little things, the specializations, I guess.
I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
None here.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Asians?
Oh, he went back to his old clothes. I just realized.
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. It would be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
Hmm.
And what will you do, Alisaie?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities. That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got him to keep us from bickering.
Nice to have Alisaie as officially part of the group.
But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I, for my part, shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
Tataru's the best.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
That is a good question. All right, Amy, what are you going to say?
Of course, I have to say, to strive for those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
I'll go with a new adventure. What else? Who is best girl in my opinion right now? Polyglot. Honestly, let's see. We have Alisaie, Tataru, Ishtola, and Ida. Oh, and Kryl. To rank them just off the top of my head right now, I would go Ida, huh?
Lowest to the top?
Yeah, lowest to the top. So Ida, it's just right now from what I've seen so far. Ida, Ishtola, Alisaie, Kryl, Tataru. Just because Tataru's been there for so long and helping us out, and she just has her way. And it's so unique compared to the others. Ida hasn't been around for a while, so she hasn't really had a chance to choose.
She will definitely shine in Stormblood.
Best Husbandos, we got Urianger, Populamo, Alphino, Thancred. Is that everybody?
We're just talking about the Scions,
Yeah. I'm just limiting it to the Scions and the people right here. There's, I mean, we got Emmerich would be at the top.
Lord for me.
Honestly, of the ones we have around, I'd probably put Alphino at the top just because he's had a great a character arc, followed by Thancred, I guess Urianger, then Populamo.
Darkness is very handsome, though.
That is true. All right, I'm gonna go with a new adventure.
So for the other one, Alphino says indeed.
Yeah, Amy said that for those we've lost. See, Alphino said indeed. Oh, just indeed for me as well. Wow, that's not exciting.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
Man, this feels like it couldn't. This could have been the the end. Obviously not, but. Let's chat with everybody. Wow, everybody is here. I barely know these other people. Emmerich's still upset about our cut short dinner. Populamo has some interesting insight into Ida, it seems. He's basically saying he could have been pulled over to that, but hasn't. Stringent pride for Cryle. Same as it ever was. Okay, something is up with Ida. It's official then. Gods, I hope I don't regret this. Oh, Alisaie. Look at them, Milan. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome. All of it has made us who we are today. Where we go from here and what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we will find out together. Moonbreeda. Destined to die a hero and live on as a mechanized servitor. Yikes. That seems really callous.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain.
Who is this talking?
Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life, my friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me. Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
Makes sense. Now, a different voice from Lord Fortom.
Thank you.
The old description for that menu was far worse. Oof. Wonder what that was.
There is cause to hope.
I don't know if it's Popular Mo's voice.
For every ending, every parting marks a new beginning.
The true Griffin. Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you all on that glorious day. True believers are so readily led. Oh boy. Hello, Elidibus. I have given them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. Get what you wanted then. Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host or surfeit of light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I do now present to you. What the hell is that?
You recognize those?
Oh god, they are. They did gather up the eyes of Nidhogg.
Yep, let's just chuck them over the edge, why don't we?
Oh god. The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds, you have proven yourself the most deserving. Boy, I did not expect those to stay. Well, I kind of expected them to show up again when they just chucked them over when they showed the Warriors of Darkness, but man, Nidhogg is just sticking around. A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart for which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes, for weal or for woe.
Wheel?
Yes, for weal. Please do it for weal. I saw him just from the back, so I didn't realize they, This kind of... That sunset, this kind of looks like the opening to Final Fantasy X. Where is this?
It's the battle where the meteor came down.
Oh, okay. So it's here all along.
Recognize him?
Oh, hey! Yeah, Nero's back. What's he up to now?
Tinkering around.
Oh boy, Nero, what are you up to? Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are going to have so much fun.
Mary loves this, though.
I thought he was had become a good guy. Ish.
Yeah, you'll see. He's kind of like Loki. Mary will like that.
No retreat, no surrender. Alright. That does bring us to the 2-hour mark.
I know there's at least 1 or 2 more big moments in sections. I don't know if you need to stream them.
Yeah, it is. I guess it makes sense to get the setup for Stormblood. Good night, Gregster. Everybody has new things to say, of course. We'll at least get a little start, because Polyglot, you might remember this. How long would you say it would take me to get to Stormblood from here? 1 more session? 2 more sessions? In the first part of 3.5, you just have a lot of story and stuff, no big fights or anything that I remember. I'm just sitting here nodding my head since I know nothing. Does it not interest you in Final Fantasy XIV? A couple hours? Maybe 1 session? Maybe 1 more session? Okay. We might just go long so I can get to the end. For next time, I mean. I'd say 2-ish hours to get to Stormblood, so... Okay, 1 session, so not too long it looks like. Yeah, something's definitely up with Ida. Alright, well... Good hour and a half of content at the least. We'll at least get this started and see where it's going, and then we'll go from there. I don't want to go too much longer, but we'll see. Tidings from Gear Albania. It's a lot of reading aloud for you. Bring water. Well, I got the water. Milan, just the hero I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? I need you to meet me at the Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise. I don't even know where that is. Oh, it's just up ahead. I didn't realize... Oh, God, I'm so bad at names that I forgot that we're in Gear Albania. I think. Whatever. Oh, wow. Last says, my sister loves this game. That's where most of my knowledge comes from. She has a keychain of a character from a later expansion that she carries with her everywhere. Wow. Oh, not in Garabania?
No. Garabana is like the homeland of
Oh, okay. The Ala Mhigans. Huh. There's some extra quests I can get around here. I should probably grab those. If I had to guess. Let's go up here. Yeah, we're in Mordana. That's right. Oh, yeah. Let's get my new minion out. Hey, I almost got 3 pages of minions. This finely detailed tribute to Moon Burrito was crafted in secret by none other than Urianger following the untimely passing of his beloved companion. Though known for her warm and jovial nature, the resolve within the doll's eyes perhaps speaks to the strength that he admired in her. Whoops, I actually... Oh no, there she is. Okay, we're good. Oh, I missed where I was supposed to go. I went the wrong direction. Ah, here it is. Here we go. Apparently the line before that, Amy, the time stage is telling me that they changed the text for that Moon Burrito minion. Because it used to say according to time sage, though what Urianger used it for before it came into your possession is better left unsaid.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's whoo. I can definitely.
So that's what it used to say?
Yeah, I can definitely. You know, something nice just about it. It's a memory of her. More innocent. I can see that as being a Englishism that didn't go over well. I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. Oh, it's not an exact quote, but what I roughly remember.
Maybe it was more like he just cuddled with it or something.
Maybe. Who are these people?
You'll see.
Right, everyone. Ready to go to work? No squirming now. Oh, you might want to close your eyes. What is happening? Oh, I don't... Tataru, you were my favorite. Don't do this to me. Oh, God. This is no Puff Puff.
No, it's not.
There, all finished. The Warrior of Light's every banishment from heroic head to intrepid toe. And even stuff I probably shouldn't have measured. Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Milan. All in good time. Tataru. Oh, boy. Aha! Found you. Is it her turn? Alphino wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but he seems to think it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. Well, they're pumped. Man, tailors are scary.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Urianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Alisaie. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Is that all? Well, then the decision seems clear. No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
Alisaie knows how to cut him down.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Should none of our number step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Nice.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness, help! I need some help here!
What's going on with Tataru?
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her.
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Now what's all this about?
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Okay.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Ala Mhigan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Ala Mhigan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
Jeez.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Ala Mhigan, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
Well, that'll kickstart what I think is going to happen in Stormblood.
Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Are we running all over the Alliance again? Oh God.
Forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alisaie, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She would
Good night, Cat Evie.
Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich and encourage him to send an envoy.
Oh, Papalomo was the
You'll see in just a sec.
Tataru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our task.
Shtola taking charge.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held
Oh,
as a
yeah, you're
turning
right.
point. The beginning to a bloody end. The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice. 'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
What are these Ala Mhigans up to? Well, out we go. Oh yeah. Are you teleporting or should I? Okay. We'll probably end off relatively soon. Just get ourselves started for whatever this new arc is going to be about, and then get to it. Oh wait, don't need to walk. What's that? That's all right. All right, let's go. Get to see your boy Emmerich before we end this off. Greetings, Warrior of Light. What brings you? Business brings you to Ishgard. I see. Wait here. I will summon Sir Emmerich. It's good to see you, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. Man, he is constantly wanting to drink with us. Dear God.
That's why I feel like he has a crush on me.
Oh yeah, he totally does. But to business. I thank you for bringing these developments in Ala Mhigan to our attention. Ishgard will of course send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make. Not mine alone at any rate. He's your bro friend. Given the imminence of the threat, we may forego the formalities of a full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? I thank you. Nah, he wants to have a nightcap with us, Polyglot. Our representative, whomever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handleloop that he's to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Milan, pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury speeds you on your way. Alright. I guess we might as well talk to Lucia while we're here. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. We're just getting Emmerich to have a conference of people. What's that?
Are you going there?
Yeah, I'm going to go there. I figured we might as well get... Since it doesn't seem like we're going to be... I think it makes sense to get to Gridania and wait for then have that meeting for next time. Start with that. Who knows if there'll be any crazy developments, but we'll see. Oh, you already took off. I got the car out. It's alright. Who is going to be the envoy? Lucia say anything of interest? I missed. I didn't.
That she figured it would be Sir Henrik himself if he could.
Yep. We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard's envoy. What a shock. Not, I concede that there was ever any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry in the Republic's Book of Statutes. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. Let us go. Okay, now we're riding together. See, these are the parts that kind of get to me after a while, what the Final Fantasy XIV tends to do. Go here, talk to this person for 5 seconds. Go here, talk to this person for 5 seconds. And it just sending you all around. It can just feel a bit much at times. Alright. The garrison commander awaits within. Why not accompany Milan? He may see a familiar face. Sure. That is true. Oh my god. Emmeline. Oh my god. Manuel. Whatever. Milan, old boy. How wonderful to see you. And Sir Emmerich too. To what do I owe these unexpected pleasures? I will have some old wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honorroy. We shall be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to a to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be... Huh?
You know I did that?
Yeah, because Lucy is right there. Yeah. Yep. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel and the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm. You and me both, old boy. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Oh, they have his picture up. That's good stuff. Yet we can but play the hand we're dealt, and with a little help from the veterans and Honorroy's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through. So worry not, old boy. Off to Gridania with you. Alright, this is probably going to be our stopping point. We'll just get to Gridania and there we go. Yep, in Gridania. Alright, we'll stop there. We'll see what's coming with this whole... Oh yeah, fireworks still going on. One for the thing. Yeah, I thought Moon Fair was over though.
I don't know what it was for. I saw fireworks.
Huh.
But I guess they're over now.
Yeah, I don't see them for me.
I don't see it anymore.
Weird. But yeah, next time it sounds like we should be able to finish up all of the 3.5 and 5.5 stuff and get that all taken care of. Did not expect the crazy story stuff for... Oh, it's the Rising, the anniversary event for 14. It starts in Ul'dah. Oh, new stuff. Okay, yeah, we'll make sure to do that. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. Next time, we'll be finishing up and getting to Stormblood, and that'll probably be the last I stream Final Fantasy XIV for everyone for a while, at least until I get to the next point that people want to actively see and see me react to. Kind of like what we did with Heaven's Ward, where once I got to the big stuff, that's when I reacted to it. So once we get there, we'll see how it all goes. But yeah, going well, I think, and story is definitely ramping up and getting interesting. We'll see how Stormblood handles it when I actually get there. In the meantime, though, of course, I will be back on Saturday for more Radiant Historia. Continue to play through that as we're getting close to... We're in Chapter 5 on one timeline and getting close to Chapter 5 on the other. And then on Sunday for more Pokemon Nuzlocke. So, yeah, good stuff all around. Let's see who's available to raid. Not really seeing many if there's any suggestions. Otherwise, I'll probably just call it a night. Because...
Someone's playing the Wii shop song.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I see it over there.
Hold on. Where you at? Oh, here you are. Oh my god, they are. Well, there you go. Gotta love it. You never know what you'll find in here. Let's see, I see a suggestion for Pete Dorr. What are they playing? It Came from the Desert. I have no idea what that is. Alright. I guess we'll go with that. It doesn't matter too much. And we'll go with It Came from the Desert. We came from Eorzea. Or from Final Fantasy XIV. Since it came from the desert, we came from Final Fantasy XIV. Why not? Alright, let's start up that raid. And that'll be that. Thank you all so much for joining me. We'll hopefully see you on Saturday or Sunday or next week for the end of the preamble to Stormblood. Thank you all so much for being here. Thanks to Amy for joining me. There she is. Much love. And you guys have a great night. Till then, everyone. Bye.